If you saw my video on the Nokia 9300, you're probably coming back so you can see a little bit more vintage phone goodness. What we have here for you today is the Nokia E62. Let me change over my data sheet here. We're going to talk a little bit about the specifications, and then we're going to take a look at the actual phone. We're going to power it up, and we're going to just see what it was all about. This particular model supports GSM 850, 900, 1800, and 1900. Uses a mini SIM, was introduced in the 2006 of September of 2006, and it is absolutely discontinued. Has a full QWERTY keyboard, thumb controlled QWERTY keyboard, a 16 million colored TFT display, 320 by 240 pixels, 2.9 inches diagonal. Has a 5-way scrolling key. Pretty cool. It actually does not have a 3.5mm audio jack, which is like, what? But no, it doesn't. It actually used a proprietary Nokia interface, I think. Maybe. No, 2.5mm, I think is what it used. Does it say here? We'll take a look in a minute. Mini SD card slot instead of the multimedia card slot that the earlier models used. 80 megabytes of internal RAM or internal memory storage, which can be upgraded using an SD card, and 32 megabytes of RAM. Class 11 GPRS. No wireless LAN built in. It does include Bluetooth 2.0 and an infrared port. Runs Symbian OS 9.1, Series 60 user interface. A 235 MHz ARM9 processor. Bitchin'. Supports SMS, MMS, and email and instant messaging. No GPS built in. Comes in silver. Supports all of these multimedia file types, Windows Media, or WMV, RV, MP4, 3GP, MP3, WMA, WAV, blah, 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 blah. Okay. A fully Microsoft Office compatible productivity suite, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and a PDF creator. Predictive text input, which sucks today. It was probably even worse back then. It says it supports printing. I don't know how that works, but it probably could be through the infrared port. Okay, a 1500 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery with 330 hours of standby time and 6 hours of talk time. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, let's take it apart. Open the box. So we're greeted by the Nokia E62. And it is in as found, as packaged condition. It is brand new. It has never been sold. It has never been activated. It is brand new. And look at this thing. This thing is absolutely cherry. It still has the film on the screen. And up until about 2 days ago, the battery was still in the original package. I actually charged it up just to see if it would turn on, and holy hell, it works. Hallelujah. In the box, we have a installation CD, user guide addendum, warranty card, user guide in the original package, some other paperwork, how-to guide, quick start guide, a USB cable which uses the standard, industry standard USB interface. At one point, Nokia must have switched over because the the 9300 uses a proprietary Nokia USB interface. 2.5mm earphone, and a power supply. And behind that is the bag for the battery that it came in. And it's all there, pretty much. I don't know what goes here. I don't think I'm missing anything, but something must go there. Does this thing have a dock? No, maybe not. I don't know. I'll take a look at that. Maybe there could be something missing. I don't know. I hope not. We'll check that out. Anyway, let's turn it on. Built-in flashlight, pretty cool. No camera, though. So no camera, no Wi-Fi. This was 2006, after all, so the cameras weren't really that important, I guess. I believe the next model up may have had one, though. This was Nokia's pretty much. This is like the end of Nokia right here. This is like probably one of the last successful products they ever made. Now they're making Windows phones, and their relevancy is slipping by the day. Although they did come out with a new camera phone, which was pretty impressive. So, again, I'm no phone expert, so don't take my word for it. Here's the control stick. I like this. This is cool. I mean, you could use this wearing gloves. You can't do that with a phone today. You cannot do that with a touchscreen phone. But you could back in these days. So the home screen includes the email editor, or messaging, inbox, folder, mailbox, drafts, sent, outbox. I mean, this is your typical Nokia interface of that time period. Here's the web browser. You just type in your address using the QWERTY keyboard, which can be done with your thumb pretty easily. Now this button here, it switches the home screen over to the main menu, which has your media folders, Office, Productivity Suite. It has an HP printer application built in, a document editor. Could you imagine typing a report on this? Yeah. Presentation is workbook sound. So this is your main document folder. I think we can do a new one. Let's go back. Sorry for the light there. I'm going from my phone to the screen, and they're at two different angles. Options, new file, there we go. New blank. And here's your document editor screen. Now these keyboards were much easier to type on than some of the other phone keyboards. Like, for example, the 9300, which has a wire keyboard, and you would hold it in your hand with both hands to type. It was kind of a pain in the neck. These were much easier. You could use them with one hand while your coffee is in the other. You know, actually, ironically, that's what's suggested on the box. See? Okay. Anyway, back to the phone. They didn't include any sample files like images or anything like that, so I could actually see how the screen looks, but you don't really expect that either. Oh wait, there might be some sound tones. Nothing. It's blank. Damn it. Alright, well that's it. I mean, I really have nothing else to show you. Has a replaceable battery, which is something that you don't see anymore. Is this a, what's this do? It's a recorder button? Voice recorder. Ooh, it's already recording. Hello. Alright, let's stop that, and we'll play it back. See how it sounds.
Voice recorder. Ooh, it's already recording. Hello.
Edit? Alright, I guess so. Let's try to delete that. You know, I like this phone. It's pretty nice to use. I wonder what it would take to activate this. Should bring it down to T-Mobile and see what they'll do for me. Just kidding. I have an iPhone 5 for the next 2 years. Yay, contracts! Well, nevertheless, that is all I have. That's it. Nothing else to show you. It's pretty simple. You've seen one phone, you've seen them all. Until then, guys. And our next phone, there will be more. There's one more phone I want to show you, and it's the mystery phone. It's in that plain white box. Stay tuned.